just who we are.
Welcome, Aquarius, to Turn on the Future Tarot. Today we're going to do your twin flame reading. This is going to be for the Sun and Rising Venus signs of Aquarius. Please take the messages that resonate with you. Claim them for yourself. Toss the universe what does not. Some are for you and that's okay. Check out your other Moon, Rising, Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the reading, it's the right time for you. That being said, I'm going to sing a bowl there. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That'll help balance your energies, try to set your intentions, prepare for the messages of the reading. If you're new or returning to the channel, welcome. So happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing, all three, any of the three. It is so important. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Be mindful as well. It's going to have loud sounds. If you've got headphones in or anything, I don't want to bust anybody's eardrums. So make sure you turn your volume down or just, fast forward if you really want it. So that being said, we are going to take out your 3 oracle cards. And then I'm going to take out your energy in some tarot, your partner's energy in some tarot. Feel free to role reverse that to fit where it is. Don't try to make it fit, force it to fit. All right, so let's begin, Aquarius. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Alright, so coming into your pre-shuffle, got a lot of your star energy, that hope sign, that star energy. We just got the Tournament card that just flipped up right there. And the Devil, the Moon card, this is a major arcana deck, so only 21 cards. This is just going to grab your overall sort of feeling for this, your twin flame relationship. Whether you're in separation or in union with your twin flame, this reading will be for you. And, if you don't know if you are, put that twin flame into Google and that'll give you a brief description, and that way you can get an understanding. General love readings will be out later this week. Alright, let's see what we got coming in for Aquarius and their twin flame energy here. Okay, there's that Hermit. You see? It was flipping over for a reason. I should have just took it then, got that Devil underneath. Temptation could be swaying you. I feel like introspection, that's Virgo energy. Aquarius could be dealing with Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Virgo. Aquarius. No, I'm saying Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Aquarius. What is their overall energy for this twin flame union? This is a time of self-reflection. I think you've been going through a lot of self-reflection, understanding your past relationships, even understanding the dynamic between you and this one, whether you guys have been together briefly or for a long period of time, and it's had some, twin flame unions. It's never the road that easy traveled, right? It's a person that mirrors ourselves. So essentially, it's like a battery, like Papa Teresa. So, I feel like that's that supercharged connection energy. Oh, I don't flip cards out of this deck. Sorry, what am I doing? Getting me all kerfuffled. Maybe you could be distracted or a little bit thrown off. Well, we won't take all those, but we'll take the ones that threw out before that. We have healing family issues here. So your love life benefits from as you forgive your parents or, some sort of child, parental guardian or role in your life. We got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction between you and your twin flame. There always is in that sense. And children, your love life could be affected by children, whether you want to have children. There's children in this dynamic, however that fits for you. Okay. Now, I also want to say there, healing the family issues doesn't necessarily have to be anything to do with your family, your friend, or just your parents. It could be, any part of your family where there's some sort of rift that's been long-standing. Maybe this affected how you enter or maintain your personal relationships. What's coming in for Aquarius at this time? And to some degree, I feel like maybe if you felt like your feelings weren't, worth exploring, or they weren't worth being heard in this dynamic, you felt like they, your person didn't necessarily respect or, those feelings, those romantic feelings that you wanted to explore that could be causing some issues. We've got, look at that, twin flames card out. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. A perfect thing to come out for a twin flame reading, I would say, right? Then we have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. That's also, you know, I feel like in order to complement each other, you guys have to heal through the bullshit, right? And, you know, whether you guys have hurt each other in the past, or this is previous hurts from other relationships that you guys are working and helping each other heal from. It takes a tremendous amount of courage and strength to overcome and the ability to stand by someone's trauma and hurt and help them, you know, love them through it. We do have coffin that come out here. It says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. I feel like that's what this is also agreeing, that this relationship could be, you know, the self-indulgence, focusing on the self, is echoed by the Virgo card, by the Hermit. That I feel like, because self-reflection, it's kind of been like where you went after something ended. There was a liberation in a powerful moment where you stood up for yourself and took back something. There's a transition here within your relationship as you guys go from, you know, bitter and battling of the past, and you're going to this beautiful energy where this is a beautiful coupling. Instead, there's a duality, there's healing that's happened here, a sense of forgiveness. I think, you know, true love, the ability to love and want to be loved by that person, no matter how much it can be overcome, but it takes a tremendous amount of willpower and work on both parts, and love, true genuine love, to do so. We do have four, trust, ask, listen, and allow. Trust, you know, it takes seconds to break and years to earn. So, you know, it's something that once it is broken, it can, you know, be the end all be all of most relationships. But if you guys want to work at it and you're willing to build that trust again, it can be done. But it's really where you're at. But you have to, you know, ask yourself, you know, can you truly trust this person again? Do you believe that? Can you listen to your inner voice telling you? And can you allow yourself to forgive them, you know, and not keep it, you know, it's one thing to trust, but then we all, you know, to accuse and on the constant and to throw it back in the face. You know, mistakes are not life sentences. So I feel like you have to really, really, really be honest with yourself in that sense of, can you really, truly move on and forgive? And forgive means truly, authentically forgive. Not just in that state of want, because you don't essentially want to lose your partner, if you know what I mean. Okay. So, card coming out here for you is the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming out for you. Then we got that Seven of Cups in reverse, indecision. There's, you know, been a sense of lack here. That Page of Swords is coming out. I feel like being bold, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that is your energy. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, you're trying to transition through this, but you're reluctant because part of you is ready to let go. Part of you, you know, is wanting to let them back in for some of you, because there's growth and change that's happened here. I feel like they have changed. This person is not the same person, but neither are you, right? And now, are you guys in love with the new found you, right? That's something I want, you know, you're gonna have to, I feel like, take a little bit of a look at there this week, Aquarius. Okay, what's coming in for Aquarius's partner this week? Again, feel free to roll reverse if you know, this side fits you better. Okay, so we got that Four of Swords in reverse. You know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's echoed there. That Hermit in reverse. So this could be you on this side here very much. And then that Ten of Cups here. And this Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So both of you in reverse, again, both of you are in a state of deciding to trust, deciding, can you really trust? So again, until you guys take a look at that, you're going to sit in that state of, you know, sort of coffin mentality, because you're not really opening yourself up to what's to come. And if you're not open up to what's to come in the sense of a healing progress, you're not moving forward. You're just staying stagnant, right? And you know, great and all, but it only goes so far. Stagnance is not the best thing. The Hermit card here, let's talk about this. So this is bringing solitude, but it's not going to turn away from this relationship forever. You know, I feel like this is you kind of just turning inward, gravitating towards a self-love by exploring your heart and mind. The inner journey may, you know, heal any blocks to intimacy that you may be having with your partner at this time as well. And if this relationship has ended recently, I feel like, you know, the Hermit reveals that you're going to need some time for healing here. Often away from, you know, familiar surroundings. So you're going to travel literally or mentally to find yourself here. Whatever the situation is, I feel like there is a need to take that time to heal past and present hurts, right? And you got that by the healing that family issues as well. There's an honest redress here, you know, because you guys have to transform and change with this coffin. You can't stay in this state of what, you know, you've been in, hurt in the past. You guys both have to start to focus on self, that time to heal, go through that shadow work. And for, you know, one or both of you, that trust is definitely part of that shadow work for you. So I feel like you have to make an intentional effort to trust yourself and your journey here. You know, ask for guidance, listen to solutions, and allow the process to sort of unfold, right? This is going to help you let go of fear and stop worrying, waiting, wondering about what the future has, which pulls you out of alignment with your heart, right? So lack of trust blocks you from going forward on your divine path, right? So over time, the more you trust, the more you release. This is that unfolding process that's going to help you attain greater awareness. So making that conscious effort, Aquarius, to let your higher intelligence kind of handle your challenges helps you develop trust. It makes your journey a more enjoyable experience for you. And I feel like that's essentially what you're looking for. You want this to be not so, you know, hard. This journey does not have to be so hard won. And I feel like you're starting to see and appreciate that. This Knight of Wands you have, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming out. This is, you know, symbolizing the active pursuit of your dreams and your goals, because that's what you're doing. You're actively pursuing it. You're moving from that state of whatever, you know, kind of being in fear mentality because you couldn't see the path that was unfolding before you. You worked hard and done the steps necessary to get to where you are. So I feel like others will be drawn to your energy. Don't surprise if you find yourself with, you know, the company here, but every step you take, your confidence is going to grow. Don't fall victim to that act first, think later mentality. You know, that mindset kind of confidence comes with. So the future looks good for you, but succumbing to impulsiveness can wreck even the most carefully laid plans, as we know. So temper that enthusiasm with patience and know when to think before you leap, okay? Because you don't want to do anything that you're gonna, you know, wish you didn't in the long term, right? 7 of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is kind of focusing heavily on the negative consequences of falling to temptation here. The learned opportunity may be hard to resist, but I feel like if you need, you know, you have to resist it more now than ever. Instead of going for the most popular choice, consider how each choice is going to impact you in the long term. Opportunities with glitz and glam, you know, only pave the way to ruin, right? So, you know, hastily formed relationships lead to lasting bitterness. So it can be overwhelming to consider every option, especially if you can't just tell how it could turn out in the future, obviously. But be rest assured that, you know, you have the tools necessary to make the decision if you stick to your gut, listen to that intuition. But by the same token, this position also represents owning up to any past wrongdoings and making amends with that as well. And, you know, we all have those moments that we have to make amends for. So, and it takes growth to get there. That Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this is speaking out against any injustice to yourself. So, this is a sign it's time to explore some new ways of thinking. You're capable of anything. And I feel like you're realizing that that confidence is growing in a heck of a way for you. Anything seems possible right now. Things could still go wrong, right? So don't be, again, rushing, bulldozing into anything. Take patience here. Check in on your energy reserve so you don't run out of steam, like, you know, halfway to the finish line, because I feel like if you want to make this relationship work, you got the energy and the resources to do so, but you're going to have to actually take that moment to stop and think and reflect before you just go forward, because I feel like if you don't, it's going to be yucky in the meantime. Four of Swords here in reverse, Gemini for your partner, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, I feel like they need to give themselves that permission to heal. They're burning out here. They're dedicating some energy to self-care. They need to be here, but they're licking their wounds, tending to their wounds. That, you know, I feel like you're both doing that. You're healing, right? The Hermit in reverse says exactly introspection, going within. So, you know, it will lead to this Ten of Cups moment for you in the long term. Aquarius, you and your partner do have the Ten of Cups. I feel like it's beautiful energy. But healing is what you must do. And until you heal, you can't overcome, you know, the past. You have to take that one, you know, hard moment to take a look at that, right? What is to come of the past? You know, why is it holding such a weight on the future? And what can you do to let it go so that it no longer weighs on the future? Till next time, my friends, good luck. Namaste.